We're doing things a little differently this morning. Yesterday evening, we had the baccalaureate, and we gave out some honor cords and a certificate, and we did not have the things we needed, so therefore, we want to acknowledge the students who did not receive their cords. So at this time, let me tell you what the cords are first. We have the gold honor cord, all A's, their senior year. We have the silver honor cord, all A's and B's their senior year. We have the green and white honor cord, all A's and B's all high school years. The first person who will receive the green and white honor cord is Devin Hazard. Next, person who will receive a cord, green and white honor cord, is Mac Morris. Next person who will receive the green and white honor cord is Parker Mosley. The silver cord and the green and white cord, honor cord, is Eric Siegel. Gold cord and green and white honor cord, Morgan Taylor. And Morgan McCurley will receive the Silver Presidential Award. Thank y'all. Y'all can go back in line.
Sammy Mishkin. Will the color guard please come forward from Scout Troop 6955? And Andrew Walker. Please remain standing for our anthem.
Will the irons please rise? Color guard, color guard post to colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. 2. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. Color guard retreat. Color guard dismiss.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Mr. Andrew Walker. You'll be welcome today in style. We have, of course, we have all of our trustees here, and our chair, Angel Murr, is here with us. Raise your hand, Angel. Stand up, Angel. No, I'm just kidding. Bruce Bowers, another trustee, will do welcome this morning. Please come up, Bruce.
National anthem was a tough act to follow. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I welcome all of you to the, oh yeah, y'all can sit down, I'm not worried. Welcome to the 2015 commencement exercise for Mill Springs Academy. To the faculty and staff, I represent the leadership of the Academy, and I want to say thank you and welcome for being the heart and soul of what happens here. And to the parents and the grandparents and to the guests and to the siblings, I represent the whole Academy here, and I want to say thank you to you for your investment and for the gift and the honor of helping your children as they go through this phase of their life. And finally, to the graduates today, I know what I represent. I represent one more adult that's between you and getting your diploma. So welcome, 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 and I will stop now.
Thank you, Mr. Bruce Bowers. All right, Chase Watson, please come up for the invocation.
Dear Lord, may this graduation day be a celebration of your life within us. We give you all the learning, the skills, and the hard work of these years. We pour our gifts into your hands. May we hold this memory in our hearts as we continue on our adventure. Father, may we live a life that revolves your hope and be guided in everything we do in your truth. Amen.
Thank you, Chase. I appreciate it. Ethan Reese will be doing the benediction, even though your program says he's doing the invocation. Just want to straighten that out for you. We have some special music from our graduating seniors. If they would come up at this time. Andrew Walker, Lauren Crisp, Morgan Taylor, Daniel Schmidt, and Parker Mosley.
If you trust in your soul, keep your eyes on the goal. Then the prize you will feel. That's your will. That's your will.
So be strong, keep right on to the end of your song. Do not fail, find your grail, find your grail, find your grail. Life is really up to you. You must choose what to pursue. Set your mind on what to find, and there's nothing you can't do.
So keep right till the end. You'll find your goal, my friend. Do not fail. Find your grail. Find your grail. Find your grail.
Find your grail, find your grail.
When your life seems to drift, when we all need a lift, trim your sail, you won't fail. Find your grail, find your grail. Life is really up to you. You must choose what to pursue. Set your mind on what to find.
And there's nothing you can't do. You can do.
So keep right to the end. You'll find your goal, my friend. Then the prize you won't fail. Find your grail. Find your grail.
Thank you all very much. I would like to thank our guest speaker for giving me this opportunity to introduce her. It seems like yesterday she was making her way through the halls and rushing to get to her classes. She graduated with the class of 2009 from Mill Springs Academy. I am very proud to stand before you and introduce a very dedicated and pleasant person who received her undergraduate degree from University of Tennessee and her master's degree in mental health counseling. Please welcome Jenna Nurek.
Sorry, I'm really short. It is an honor to be speaking with you today, and I'd like to start by congratulating MSA's graduating class of 2015. I know that this day represents a lot of hard work and dedication on the part of you, as well as your parents, teachers, friends, and coaches. You will have many people celebrating with you throughout this week, and some will offer not only their good wishes, but also their advice. So I have decided to go light on the advice. Instead, I will share a thing or two about myself and what I have found helpful in making my transition from MSA. First of all, let me tell you a bit about myself for the sake of putting things in perspective. After graduating MSA in 2009, I attended University of Tennessee, Chattanooga on a full athletic scholarship. In 2013, I graduated summa cum laude with a major in psychology. Just a few weeks ago, I completed my coursework for my master's degree in mental health counseling, and I plan on working with children who have different types of disabilities. I'm sharing this information with you today because I know that you all have dreams and aspirations of your own. And whatever you end up doing in the future, believe it or not, you will take a part of MSA with you. Frankly, on the day I graduated, I just wanted to leave and couldn't wait to pick up my diploma. However, looking back, I realized how much I actually took with me from MSA. This school gave me confidence to take on challenges and taught me what I needed to do in order to succeed. It helped me focus on my strengths so that I was less self-conscious about my weaknesses. Perhaps most importantly, this school encouraged me to advocate for myself and to use my resources. 6 years ago, in my graduation speech at MSA, I recognized the many people who have helped me make it through high school. I paraphrased a famous quote from Hillary Clinton and said, "It takes a villager to raise a Springer." I still stand by that statement. Every step of the way, starting with the steps I took here, I was helped by people who believed in me and were willing to give me support and guidance. When I reached out for them, the people in my village reached back. Upon graduation from high school, I immediately realized I had to create a new village for myself. Although I was eager to leave the protective bubble of MSA and my home, the adjustment to college was difficult on many levels. For example, there were more students in my first college class than there are in this entire school. I admit that there were moments when I was overwhelmed with self-doubt and uncertainty in my abilities to succeed. At various points, I relied on my tennis team, the Office for Students with Disabilities, and the athletic department to help me out. I turned to professors, classmates, tutors, and counselors for assistance. Some people were more helpful than others, but I never stopped reaching out. It was always helpful to know that I was not alone, and no matter how tough things got, quitting was not an option. Although the transition that lies ahead can be difficult, the rewards can be great. In one of my favorite movies, A League of Their Own, the star baseball player quits right before the championship game. When she tells her coach, "It just got too hard," he snaps back, "The hard is what makes it great." I think that this is not only true for baseball players, but for us with learning challenges. For us, the hard is what makes it great. Our strengths make our accomplishments more impressive and meaningful. There is nobody here today that takes high school graduation for granted. And yet, for many of us, it is just the beginning. My classmates from MSA are doing many great things these days. One of them has just graduated this week from Georgia Tech with a degree in mechanical engineering. Another is working full-time as a dental assistant. And I just learned about a former classmate who's traveling the world as a flight attendant. I'm now following her amazing adventures on Facebook. We are all different, and we all measure success in different ways. However, each of us who reaches for the stars and manages to keep one foot firmly placed on the ground ends up accomplishing something worthwhile. My classmates who successfully made the transition from MSA to the real world had a few things in common. They persevered in times of trouble. They were willing to work hard, and they tapped into vital resources along the way. They all encountered obstacles, but the ones who did well refused to quit. Again, I congratulate the class of 2015 and wish you guys luck as you walk through the doors of MSA as a student one last time. As you join the ranks of other MSA alumni, I know that many of you will go on to follow your dreams and to do great things. Congratulations, class of 2015.
Thank you, Jenna. We will now hear from some of our graduating seniors, starting with Sam Sigmund.
Good morning, class of 2015, and everyone else. Today, we stand on the precipice of history. For the past 4 years, this group of not only friends and colleagues, but brothers and sisters will forever make our mark on this beloved school of ours. I still remember day one of high school. I was told by former principal Bruce Brownlow on how these high school grades really matter and that they will forever pave the way of our now then mysterious future. 4 years have passed, and we can all strongly say that we have earned our right to say that our path is clear. Of course, there would be no path without our advisors, as they have gone to extremes to protect us, teach us, and help us grow. For example, my advisor Keith has demonstrated leadership beyond anyone's expectation. As some of you may know, sophomore year was a demoralizing year of my life, from depression making its unfortunate return to my feet constantly getting the best of me. Even with the daunting task of helping me recover both mentally and physically, Keith never gave up. With his leadership as well as the others' advisors, I see a really bright future for Mill Springs Academy. Although there is no way we could ever make it up to our advisors for all they've done, we could still follow their example and become the next generations of leaders and create a new era of peace in the world. Advisors, I vow this class will do everything in our power to make you and the school proud. Last but not least, our future. These past 4 years have taught us many things, such as compassion, honesty, and integrity, things we will never sacrifice for any reason. With that in mind, it is safe to say that our future of our nation looks very bright with us in power. Although it is good to learn from those before us, it is also necessary to carve our own path. That is the true reason that the class of 2015 will be MSA's most successful class yet. That I promise you. Things will never be the same again. Thank you, and may you all have a great day.
Thank you, Sam. And now, Senior Ryan Sarver.
Good morning, and thank you all for coming to our graduation ceremony today. My name is Ryan Sarver. Today's the big day. We have worked and toiled through 4 long years of high school, and today we've reached our goal, gain the heck out of here. Mill Springs has been my home since 2009, where in my 7th grade year, I managed to get on level S 5 times, and I was struggling a lot socially. But I soon wised up, and thanks in no small part to the support and guidance from Ms. Kay, my teachers, and my parents, it took me a while. But by 10th grade, I was a level R, and last fall, I finally made it to level L. It was the best moment for me, and I will always think my process with pride. I also hold the title for the top magazine seller 4 years running. So, and if you need to renew your Vanity Fair subscription, I'll be available after the ceremony, and checks and cash will be accepted. I have a few words to share with the junior class. First, you must embrace the senior project. Pick something you like to talk about, and if you don't, you'll regret it big time. And then, secondly, grades are important. They still count senior year, and colleges will look at them, so don't goof off too much. Thirdly, the most important thing is to enjoy your senior year while it lasts, because you can never go back once it's over. Your last year at Mill Springs is a very special one, and Mill Springs is an amazing school, and it allows us to grow and become the best we can be. It helps us to speak up, self-advocate, to try even when we want to give up. Mill Springs has taught me the value of community and what it means to be a good friend. There are so many people I'd like to thank. I'd first like to thank my mom and dad for always believing in me. Grandma Doris, thank you for always caring and baking the best cakes ever when I needed to study. To Uncle Blaine and Aunt Sarah, thank you for hopping on a plane to come celebrate this big day with us. My sister Devin and my brother Corey, you are the best siblings ever. Thank you to Miss Kay for ripping out my liver when I acted like an enormous brat over a missing birthday cake in the 8th grade. Oh yeah, and my mother also thanks you for that. To Jay Hudson, thank you for being an amazing homeroom teacher and for helping me with my issues. You are a very patient guy. To Tanea Jones, thank you for always giving great advice. To Gail Creer, thank you for helping me trust myself and believing in my work. To my friends Devin Hazard, Anna Alex, Chase Watson, Morgan McCurley, Quint Foster, Eric Siegel, and Cole Landy, and everyone else, thanks for always making school fun, and I'll miss you all next year. I'll be heading to Lanier Tech in Oakwood, Georgia, where I'll be staying to be a computer support specialist. I couldn't have made it without all the people here today, or without this school. So it is with a mix of joy and sorrow that I say goodbye, that I close this chapter, and as we seniors take a step forward today, as we say adios to high school and teachers and friends, let us keep the memories in our hearts and take comfort in the knowledge that we will be Mustangs forever. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you, Ryan. And now, senior, pardon me, Morgan McCurley.
My fellow classmates, faculty, family, and friends, today is the day the class of 2015 embarks on a new adventure in life. We will all go our separate ways and make futures for ourselves in this crazy world. All the sleepless nights, early mornings, and in most of our cases, procrastination has all paid off. My classmates and I have worked diligently for this day. Although most of us are leaving home in the fall, we will carry with us a little piece of Mill Springs Academy. For me, Mill Springs changed my life. Before I came here, I was failing classes and missing school, and I wasn't sure of what my future would be. I'm proud to say that I am finishing my senior year with A's and high B's, and I'm going to Young Harris College in the fall. It has been an amazing year, to say the least. Someone once said, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined." Seniors, we can make our lives anything we want it to be. So go out and continue to be the incredible individuals you have become. Today, the class of 2015 looks back at our school and graciously says goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan. And now, Zach Gudelman.
I'd just like to start off. Robert, you sure I can graduate? No. I've been here for 13 years, and this fall, I'm not coming back. It's scary to think about. I can't thank the school enough for helping me pave my own path and overcoming my learning differences. I look back and I see myself as a first grade, only 6 years old in Miss Donna's classroom when I first met Elliot Taylor and Mark Foster, my two best friends. I'm so different than that 6-year-old, blonde hair, hyperactive kid. All right, maybe only a little different. I'm only taller. I sleep now. I have brown hair, but I'm still 6 and hyper. But really, Before I came to Mill Springs, I was something else. In kindergarten, I was a horrible child. I used to bite, hit, and be physical with my classmates because I didn't know how to use my words. And processing was something I didn't understand. But thankfully, throughout my career at Mill Springs, I grew, and I grew, and I grew some more. I have many learning differences, and I learned to cope with them at my time here. When I was younger, it was difficult for me to read, write, and speak. It wasn't always easy for me. My first year, I ended up on level S for kicking my mom at a reading fair. But a few weeks later, I was the youngest level L on campus. This shows how Mill Springs really does care about their students and they want you to improve. I saw improvements throughout my first year, but 1 year isn't enough to help make improvements everywhere. Fast forwarding a few years to third grade, I was told that I would have to read books on tape for the rest of my life because I read too slowly and I couldn't keep up. Well, I'm happy to say in fourth grade, I was reading on a sixth grade level without books on tape. And even a few years later than that, I had my bar mitzvah and I read Hebrew from the Torah all on my own without accommodations. After I left lower school, I went to middle school. I had fun. There I met people that would change my life forever, like Ethan, Alex, and the rest of y'all. I found theater and baseball to be my passion. I went on my first overnight trip and I didn't miss home. I was growing up. By the time I got to pre-upper, I was confident, reading well, my social skills had greatly improved, and I learned to cope with most of my LD. I also was able to make friends outside of school, and my outlook on life changed forever. While in pre-upper, I got scuba certified in Florida while scuba diving with beluga whales. I traveled across the world to Kenya and immersed myself into another country's culture, and I loved it, every single second of it. One that I want to go back to so much. I saw animals that people say they could not see in person. I met orphans who, if they came to the United States, they would become soccer stars. They've been playing basically all life without shoes. So let's think about that for a minute. Also during pre-upper, my passion for baseball and theater were in full swing. I was making improvements everywhere in my life. When I came to upper school, I was only 15 when I first walked through the doors in upper school. I did some real growing up in upper school. There are so many memories and funny moments that I can tell you about from upper school, but I'd be up here all day. I played baseball for the school, and we even won the championship 3 times in a row. I even was part of the first trip to Spain and loved every minute of it and that beautiful country. The teachers in upper really do care about each and every student, and that can be said for the rest of the MSA staff. They really do care. In my opinion, I wouldn't be up here today without the help and support Mill Springs and my parents gave me throughout my life. If there's anything I can tell the rest of the MSA students is that teachers you think who are a pain, who are too tough, or you're scared of, they are the ones that know what you have and what you can do with yourself. Those are the teachers that you will remember. Now that you know my story, I'd like to tell you my favorite moment at Mill Springs. It actually happened just a few weeks ago. We were playing cottage school for the baseball league championship, and they were ahead by 2 runs in the final inning. We huddled around one another, and we knew we had to win this game. Somehow, some way, we did. We scored on a pass ball and ended the game beating Cottage 6-5. I won't forget that game anytime soon, and I do hope next year's team the best of luck in winning and keeping on going with this winning streak we have. Now my thank yous. I'd like to thank Mill Springs for everything you have done for me, especially some of the teachers who really impacted my life. Miss Donna, Miss Lori, Miss Cindy, Rocco, Miss Kathleen, Will Turner, Errol Sanders, Lynn and Lexi, Jamie, Janet, KK, and James, Wadehi, G. Paul, and Coach Jack. But there's one more person I would like to thank, though. They have probably been the biggest impact on my life and helped me through so much. I wouldn't be who I am standing in front of you without them. Gail, after 4 years in your advisory, I feel like I made you retire. You were the best advisor ever, and I can always count on you. You had done so much for me, from telling me that what I need to hear to asking why I was late to advisory mostly every day. You really are the best advisor any student at Mill Springs could have. I'm going to miss all of you next year. It won't be the same without seeing all of your faces. I still can't believe that it's time for me to move on from this school. Thank you for everything you have done for me, for the tools that you have given me. I'm going to miss all of you. I can't end my speech without thanking my parents. I don't know how to thank you all. You guys have really done so much for me. Thank you. Mom, Dad, you guys have put up with me for almost 19 years now. And I would like to ask, and I know I would ask to go to a different school throughout my years at Mill Springs. And I'm glad I didn't go. I'm so glad. Thank you for everything. And I know I don't thank you guys enough, but truly, thank you. You guys are awesome. I love y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, Zach. And now, last but not least, Morgan Taylor.
Good morning. My name is Morgan Taylor, and thank you all for coming. Well, I can't believe I'm standing here about to graduate from high school and go off to college. To be honest, I never thought I would make it to my senior year of high school. Before I came to Mill Springs Academy, I was bullied, struggled keeping up with my schoolwork, and I did not get along with my teachers. Some of my teachers didn't think that I was going to be successful, and I started to feel like a failure. But then in 2008, I came to MSA, and everything turned around. I met new friends, started getting my schoolwork done, and learned how to ask teachers for help whenever I was confused about something. Now here I am getting ready to graduate. To my parents, thank you for taking care of me. To my family, you guys have watched me grow, and I know that you're proud of me right now. To my friends, thank you for supporting me throughout the school year. To my teachers, thank you for pushing me to do my best in my schoolwork. To MSA, thank you for believing in me and helping me become who I am today. I will miss you all very much. Thank you.
And I've just been informed we actually are lucky enough to hear from 3 more seniors. So, Jack Manozzi, please come up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jack Manozzi. Not the first or the last time I'll make that correction. I've come before everyone today, this just really special day that I know many of my classmates, the class of 2015, have been waiting for quite a long time. Some of us have been counting down the days, some have been counting down the hours, some have been counting down the minutes. But it is a big day, and I have come to this day with kind of a lot of things on my mind. For me, there are a lot of emotions that really occur on this day and the days leading up to today that are conflicting and pretty hard to describe. First and foremost, there's gratitude for those who have helped us get to where we are today, this very moment. Believe me, most who knew me in 9th grade would not believe you if you had told me that I'd be giving a speech here today. A lot of them wouldn't have even believed that I would be here today. But a lot of those who taught Freshman Jack would have remembered a hyperactive, disruptive child, a smart kid, but who hadn't realized his full potential. I myself probably wouldn't have even believed that I would be here today, but Mill Springs has really helped me realize my true potential. That and my parents dragging me along every second. I also know that if it wasn't for Mill Springs Academy, who have been patient, who have let me grow, and who have most importantly just been there for me and allowed me to make my own mistakes, to support me, and to just know my name, I wouldn't be graduating today. And I am very grateful for everyone who's helped me get to this point. All at the same time, there's an air of excitement for a new life that is about to begin, and with it coming newfound independence and a plethora of new opportunities. There's also nervousness and an equal amount of worries, because with all that gained independence comes equally gained responsibility. No longer will I have my parents watching my every move and cleaning up my messes. That's my job now. There's also sadness mixed in as well, because as we move away, so do most of our friends, our family, many of whom we have known for years or even all of our lives. But lastly, there's an overwhelming amount of hope, more than I've ever had, because at this very moment, it truly feels like I can be and do whatever I want. It has taken a long time and a lot of work to reach this day. It hasn't always been easy, and there are plenty of times where it looked like I would never give this speech, and yet here I am. So for me, that's what makes this day so special, because of what it represents. Not only does it represent all that I have ahead of me, but also what I've already accomplished to get here. I will miss Mill Springs, not too much, but I will always remember the things that I have done here and how they have made me the person that I am today. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack Manozzi. All right, and next, Paul Bain.
Paul, I guess we're trying to rush through this real fast, huh? At this time, I would like to introduce our valedictorian, but before he comes up, someone said in their speech, and it might have been Jenna, has stated that we always tell students to use the resources and their support. They probably hear that from me every day, and they probably so glad to graduate so they won't have to hear it any longer. Paul has been a great asset to our community. Paul has been a great friend to his peers. Paul has been very helpful to the staff, the faculty. Paul has been there for his family. Now, Paul is going to come to the stage and read his speech for the community. Welcome, Paul Vane, valedictorian.
Sorry, I'm usually the guy who sits over there. Welcome, fellow graduates, faculty, family, and friends to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2015. My name is Paul Bain, not spelled like Batman, B-A-N-E, B-A-I-N. Thank you very much. The day today, most of you have probably been dreading, or to some of you, the day you have been waiting for all year. The day where we get that special bit of tree we call a diploma that tells us we've done something great in our life. The day that we finally cross the bridge from childhood into the real world, where we begin to pursue the passions that have grown with us over the years, where we make our move to change the world in some form or another. Some of us may not get to that point, but the ones who do are the ones who will keep trying to become better at their craft, whatever it may be. I'm honestly surprised that I found myself up here today. On my first day at Mill Springs Academy 9 years ago, I had not expected I would have made it to where I am now. Then again, I guess I probably wasn't even thinking out that far. I didn't know what my future held when I first came here. I always felt that the grade school era would last a million years, never ending, and I'm sure I am not alone with that thought. But soon I came to realize that I'm not Peter Pan, despite all of my pretend adventures I would have when I was 5. Soon a year had gone by, and then another, and I found myself having fun at school and in the band. My interest had changed from meteorology, from a childhood love of the movie Twister, to music, and I have not looked back. First, I need to thank my family for the guidance and care they have bestowed on me throughout my entire life. Because without them, I don't know who, what, or where I'd be today. I want to thank my friends who I have gained over these past few years for allowing me to discover what it means to be a true friend. I also need to thank all the teachers throughout my time at Mill Springs Academy. The list goes on. Christine King, Kathleen Swift, Errol Sanders, the list just goes on and on. So I'm not going to list everybody because it would take too long. I cannot thank you enough for all that you have done for me while I've attended this school. Mill Springs founder Tweety Moore always believed that if a child could not learn the way the teachers teach, then the teachers should teach the way a student can learn. And every teacher here has embraced this into their teaching and do whatever they can in order to help a child understand the material given. And that's what I've always loved about the teachers here. They taught the way I can understand, and they talk on our level so it feels so comfortable around them. This feeling I feel about school and its faculty, I'm not sure the students share with me, unfortunately. This may be an exaggeration on their part, or perhaps it's quite true. Unfortunately, some other students may not understand what a Mill Springs education means to them. I certainly hope that they understand soon. Let's make the point clear for them. The teachers do not hate you. They do not target you. Anyone who feels like that at the school needs to seriously reevaluate what is going on. The teachers are always there to help you, and you should always be able to trust them with anything. Do you feel like you're on their bad side? Then get up the courage to do something. Ask them what it is that they're doing wrong, or what you're doing wrong, and see if you can fix it. If not, look for some extra credit. If that choice isn't available, then work extra hard on your next assignment. I understand that you may have busy schedules outside of school, but the problem is probably prioritizing. I would understand that problem myself a lot. You need to make a list of everything that needs to get done and see what is the most important. Schoolwork is the most important in most cases. Trust me, if you make the effort to do your best in school, you will reap the benefits of your actions in the future. That goes a lot to you, junior class. So why do I proclaim this? I only want you to be the best that you can be. You all are smart individuals. I understand that some of you struggle academically altogether, but that's why you may go and ask for help outside normal school hours, or may have a tutor. The teachers are always there for you, so you can take advantage of your academics. Help is always around the corner. You just have to be willing to look for it. You should not feel ashamed for asking for help. Coach Phil Hansen has told many things to his basketball and soccer teams. He once told that if we were asked what 3 times 2 was and we didn't know the answer, we should admit that we didn't know, and the teachers would tell us the answer is 6. Others may laugh at you, but who knows if they even knew what the answer was 6 themselves. They probably thought it was 9. But because you learned the lesson that they didn't, then you will know the answer for the next time the teacher asks the same question. I want you to understand that the education you get here is important for the future. I say it doesn't matter how old you are, whether you're 8 or 80, it's time to decide what you want to do with your life. If you're still young, you need to start thinking about what you are good at and what you enjoy, and determine what you want to be as a result of these skills and how you're going to get there. I began to embrace the school's culture at a young age, and it has allowed me to grow tremendously. And now, I feel that the skills I have are going to prepare me for my college years and beyond. That is my message to everyone, mostly students. To my fellow seniors, good Lord, we all knew the day was coming, but who knew it would be so fast? We have proven that our knowledge is great and powerful, and college is waiting for us so that we can strengthen these skills so that when we get ready to tackle the real world outside of school, we will be ready, and we will be a force to be reckoned with. Whatever your dreams and ambitions are, hold true to them, and let them guide you through not just the next 4 years of our lives, or longer if anybody plans going to grad school, but for the rest of our lives as well. Never give up, even when it seems most grim. The lights shine green for us, green for glory. If anybody catches my reference, you are amazing. It is time for us to take charge, as we will be let out on our own for the first time, and I pray we will all be ready to face the obstacles in our way. To everyone else, the future is all up to us. We just have to be able to bring up the courage to do it. Thank you. I wish you all safe travels, and until we meet again, mischief managed.
Thank you, Paul. And now, Andrew Walker.
Let it go. Let it roll right off your shoulder, don't you know? The hardest part is over, let it end. Let your clarity define you in the end. We will only just remember how it feels. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain. Let it slide. Let your troubles fall behind you. Let it shine till you feel it all around you. And I don't mind if it's me you need to turn to, we'll get by. It's the heart that really matters in the end. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain. All of my regret will wash away somehow, but I cannot forget the way I feel right now. In these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours, these little wonders still remain. Oh, they still remain, but these small hours still remain. These little wonders
Thank you, seniors, for your singing, your talents, and your speaking. Paul, if I'm not mistaken, today you're inducted as an Eagle Scout, is that right? Congratulations. Not many people do that. Big part of our counseling program is Susan Day. Susan, if you'd come up, she awards the AJC Cup every year, and is the sole person that makes that decision. She'll explain the award. Welcome, Susan Day.
Hello. Yes, the AJC Cup. It is my honor to decide who gets it. I do get input from the staff. The tricky thing is that every year they change the criteria. So this year, they were looking for the senior that excelled in leadership, was active in the community, and had a winning attitude. Well, this describes a large number of the members of the class of 2015. So I was like, oh, okay. So I did poll the faculty. I thought I had a candidate in mind who would exemplify this, but I needed to make sure because there were so many good candidates. And anyway, what with a lot of emailing back and forth, I feel very comfortable in awarding the cup to Miss Morgan Taylor. Wait, here, Marion sees the picture. All right. Thank you.
We will now give our medallions. These are awards that recognize students who have exhibited outstanding academic and social progress. First, for the Communication Arts School, for Citizenship Medallion, Mr. Devin Orkin. Next, from the Communication Arts School Most Improved Medallion, Ryan Sarver. And now, the Academic Accomplishment Medallion, Morgan Taylor.
Okay, at this time, I will give the awards out for upper school. For the Citizenship Medallion, it goes to Marissa Silva. When the students come up, they whisper in my ear and say things to make me laugh, so I'm sorry. For the Most Improved Senior, Ethan Reich. academic accomplishment senior. On here it says John Manazi, but we know him as Jack Manazi. Okay, I think this is the time everyone's been waiting for. I would like for Gail Creer, please come forward for awarding the diplomas. Gail.
Thank you. This is a great honor for me. I would like to mention that the family and friends of each graduate, you are invited to stand as the diploma is presented. First row, please stand. Come on. Anna Nicole Alex. Anna will be attending Lanier Technical College. Paul Kirby Bain. Georgia College and State University. Lauren Odell Crisp. Armstrong Atlantic State University. Granville James Foster. Chattahoochee Technical College.
There's always mistakes. I did not change your tassels. Will you please change your tassels?
Well done.
Thank you.
Very nice. Nicholas Alexander Gass. Georgia Southern University. Zachary Adam Gudelman. Georgia Southern University. Devin Tristian Hazard. Chattahoochee Technical College. Chandler Ames Holt. Valdosta State University. Jessica Ryan Lublin. Oxford College of Emory University. Morgan Lane McCurley. Young Harris College. John Owen Manazi. Mercer University. Mackenzie Dorman Morris. Chattahoochee Technical College. Parker James Mosley. Reinhardt University. Matthew Charles Murr. Young Harris College. Uwan Nam. Chattahoochee Technical Institute. Devin William Orkin. Horizon School, Alabama. Mina Ray Pastorello. Georgia Perimeter College. Ethan Jared Reese. University of West Georgia. Devin Kane Roper. Young Harris College. Timothy Edward Rother. Art Institute of Atlanta. Ryan Rand Sarver. Lanier Technical College. Daniel Joseph Schmidt. Reinhardt University. Eric Benjamin Siegel. Georgia College and State University. Samuel Frank Sigmund. Georgia Perimeter College. Maritza Anna Silva. Young Harris College. Levi James Smith. Southern Polytechnic State University. Morgan. Hold on. Now, Morgan Francis Taylor. Lynn University in Florida. Andrew Thomas Walker. American Musical and Dramatic Academy, New York City. Chase Alexis Watson. Savannah College of Art and Design. And David Matthew Wells. Georgia Perimeter College.
He said he wanted to stay here.
Oh. Thank you.
The seniors have been waiting for 2 days for this. I'm going to announce the alumni class ambassador. First, I would like to tell you all, at last night's baccalaureate ceremony, each of our seniors were given an MSA alumni pin to recognize their new role as alums to the school. Excuse me. Prior to that, at the senior brunch on Thursday, the class spent some time choosing a member of the class of 2015 to serve as their alumni class ambassador. The person chosen to serve in this role will become the primary point person to help the class of 2015 stay connected after graduation with each other as well as to the school. The alumni class ambassador will work with a select group of MSA faculty and staff to coordinate alumni events, keep in touch with alumni via email, Facebook, phone, and other social media, and encourage attendance to MSA events such as Founders Day. It is a great honor to be chosen by your fellow classmates for this position because they were asked to choose someone they felt possessed the quality of servant leadership. So without any further delay, I would like to recognize the 2015 Alumni Class Ambassador. Maritza Silva. Congratulations. Thank you.
Do anything?
You want to say anything? You want to take your class for nominating?
So here's my time for my speech. Wasn't really knowing that I was going to talk right now, but it's an honor to be chosen by your classmates to have such a high position, and I thank you all for voting for me. I'm not really sure what to say. I'm kind of like emotional right now. We just graduated from high school. Can we just like observe that? Like we're done? I just want to say thank you to everybody who played a part in all of our success. Mill Springs is an extraordinary place. It's an individual place. It's nothing like any other school, private or public. It's its own, community. And it develops each student to be the best person that they can possibly be. When I came to Mill Springs, it was not an easy journey. Sophomore year, I didn't think I was going to be up here at all turning any tassel. I didn't think I was going to even get to order a cap and gown. So being up here is one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me. And I'd like to thank my family so much. They know how much I love and care about them and all that they've done for me. And my family that's come across the country to be here, I appreciate it so much. I will do my absolute best to try to keep this class in touch, and it's going to be very difficult, let me tell you. Because these kids, they're all independent. I know we're all ready to start our lives, and I can honestly say it's time. Let's go out there. Let's do something great. Thank you.
Thank you, Maritza. No better senior to take us home than Ethan Reish. Would you come up for the benediction, please?
May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Congratulations.
All right, the moment you've been waiting for. Graduates, would you please stand and face the audience?
ladies and gentlemen, presenting the senior class of 2015. That's it. I would like to let you all know there's a reception down in the upper school great room. Okay, keep-